All right, so when you factored by grouping, you had 4 terms. When you're factoring trinomials, you are going to have 3 terms. This is still backwards FOIL, okay? So your problem is going to look like this. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Your goal is to set this up to where you can do grouping or box. The way you're going to do this is you're going to follow this pattern every time, okay? You're going to take your last term, so in this case 12, and then your middle term, in this case 7. You are looking for 2 numbers that multiply to give you 12 and add to give you 7, okay? So some of you, this is going to happen really fast. You're going to be able to see this and come up with the numbers really fast. Some of you are going to have to think about this for a little bit, okay? To multiply to get 12, your options are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, or 3 and 4. Which option adds to give you 7? 3 and 4. So our 2 numbers are 3 and 4. Once you have those 2 numbers, everything is the exact same as grouping. You're going to rewrite 7x, and this whole problem becomes x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. So you take that 7x and you break it apart to be 3x plus 4x. Now you're doing exactly what we did today. You're factoring by grouping. The GCF between x squared and 3x is x. If you take that out, you're left with x plus 3. The GCF between 4x and 12 is 4. If you take that out, you're left with x plus 3. Now you have x plus 3 in common. And if you take that out, you're left with x plus 4. Once you have the 4 terms, if you prefer to use the box method, you can use that also. The answer ends up the exact same. To check this, all you would have to do is FOIL it back out. Another example that you're going to see is something that looks like this. 2x squared plus 12x plus 16. This is GCF and trinomial factoring in one. So the way you're going to do this is first you're going to take out your GCF. What number goes into 2, 12, and 16? 2. So I'm going to take out the 2. If I divide everything by 2, I'm left with x squared plus 6x plus 8. For right now, I'm going to ignore that 2. I'm not using that 2 for right now. It's out of the problem. Now I'm looking at 8 and 6. I'm finding 2 numbers that multiply to give me 8 and add to give me 6. Some of you will come up with this really quick, but if you need to list it out, to get 8, you can multiply 1 and 8 or 2 and 4. Which combo adds to give us 6? 2 and 4. So I am going to rewrite 6x as 2x plus 4x. Now we're going to go just like normal, ignoring the 2 outside for right now. The GCF between x squared and 2x is x. If I take that out, I'm left with x plus 2. The GCF between 4x and 8 is 4. If I divide that out, I'm left with x plus 2. We have x plus 2 in common, and I'm left with x plus 4. And your final answer, you're just going to write that first 2 at the front. It just comes back down. Dang it, I don't think that was recording.
No, well, you hear the echo. Is that really an